What's up, guys? Chris Chess Sports Cards here. We are doing 2022 Topps Heritage Minor League third case break number 3. 9:27 on the clock. We're starting at 9:30, so just hang out for a minute. We'll get rolling. Thanks for joining us tonight. What? Yeah, it's a fumble. Idiot. All right, what's up, guys? Chris Chess Sports Cards here. We are doing 2022 Topps Heritage Minor League third case break number 3. End of the case. Only case I got, so we'll say goodbye to Heritage Minor League after this one. Welcome. Hope everyone's had a wonderful Sunday. Hope your teams have won and everyone's been joyous. Maybe you've won your bets and your DraftKings and all that other fun stuff out there. If you are new to the channel, a little bit about us. We've been around for 5 years now. We break mostly baseball, a little bit of everything else mixed in. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading, and we ship as quickly as we can, usually within a day or two of the break. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We do free breaks, and when we do them, we use our subscriber list from YouTube for the random. So if you want a chance to get any of our future free breaks, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. All right, let's go with the teams. Braves, Andrew Y. Orioles, Daniel O. Red Sox, Joel R. Cubs, Thomas T. White Sox, Jesse S. Reds, Michael, I didn't write down your last name. I'm sorry. You know who you are. I apologize. I don't know why I blanked on that. Guardians, Carl J. Rockies, Bryce N. Tigers, Michael H. Royals, Mark J. Astros, Eric M. Angels, Chris F. Dodgers and Brewers, Christopher S. Twins, Chris F. Marlins, Lex L. Mets, Jesse M. Yankees, Lex L. A's, Christopher S. Phillies, Wayne R. Pirates, Lex L. Cardinals, Kyle R. Padres, Robert H. Mariners, Chris F. Rays, Shane C. Rangers, Chris F. And Blue Jays and Nationals, Ricky H. What's up, John? This football game's been crazy so far, huh? My gosh. Tell me he missed it. He missed it. Jeez. This game is weird. All right, let's open some cards. Let's open some cards. See what old Heritage Minor League's got in store for us this evening. Come on, man, give us a signed box topper. That would be nice. All right, Lawler, Vera, and Davis. I don't know what's up with A.J. Brown. That's like the third time in 3 weeks they've done that to him where they stripped the ball from him. He needs to just go down, man. He's got to get some better hand strength. It has been entertaining. There's no doubt about it. At the rate they're going, it's going to be like 112 to 114. It's going to be the final. Ridiculous. Byers and look at that, right out the gate. For the 20s, Keone Cavaco Gold. Numbered 3 of 18. Some of these numbers are weird. 3 of 18 on the Keone Cavaco. My man Chris. Jesus, he gets us. What is that? Yeah, Catholic Church running commercials now during Sunday Night Football. Keone Cavaco. And yes, it's numbered to 18. 3 of 18. Weird. That was like that auto from the other night, Chris. I did look it up, and you're right. It wasn't on the checklist, nor was there a auto to 25 in that color. Like, and then I was like, maybe it's from a different year. It wasn't. It's from the same year. It's just weird. Totally off. Noel. Just throwing out some, some special ones. Do I know why Hertz is so fast? Why, John? Well, I hope no one bet the under tonight. I can tell you that. Because he wears Jordans. It was on Cardboard Connection. What, Chris? His auto? I didn't see it on there. I looked it up on Cardboard Connection. I didn't see him on there. Either way. Aaron Zavala for Tejas. For Chris. Because he wears Jordans. He can play football, this kid. The A.J. Brown thing is a little frustrating, though, that he seems to. I didn't see it on there, Chris. I looked it up. I didn't see him on there. As a real one auto? The one from the other night, what was it? Rodriguez or whatever it was with the Twins. I didn't see him on there, but maybe I don't know. Maybe I looked right over it. Who knows? Either way, it's there. Volpe. Saw something fishy on eBay today. The same Jackson Trio orange auto sold 2 days in a row. Well, The only thing I can say to that is, did they sell at different prices? Because if somebody was selling it cheap, somebody might have bought it and then resold it. You can find that on eBay a lot, where somebody who doesn't exactly know what they have and they undersell it, someone will buy it and then and repost it and resell it at a higher price. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I have seen it. I've seen it before. You know, somebody thinks it's worth $2,000 and somebody's selling it for $1,000. They buy it and then repost it and do it that way. But who knows? Or it could be something fishy. Who knows? Different price, same sell. Well, unless unless the person backed out on the purchase and they relisted it, maybe. I don't know. Because if he says, "Oh, I don't want it for, I can't pay for it or whatever," you can just cancel the sale and it'll relist it. You know. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened, but that's certainly a possibility. Yeah, I didn't see it on there, but who knows? Yeah, I usually use Break Ninja for the team stuff. And for the Orioles, Luis Gonzalez. For Daniel. There you go, buddy. Box 2. Oh, man. I do not want to go back to work tomorrow. This is where, like, my month of hell starting tomorrow. We do all this, holiday catering anyway, obviously, for the holidays, but we do this every year. We do this crazy, like, corporate catering gig for people. And we do breakfast for like 20 buildings over a course of like 2 weeks. And now it's not near as bad. I think this year it averages like maybe a couple hundred people a building. Before the pandemic, it used to be huge. Numbers used to be astronomical. Like it was like 25,000 people over like 2.5 weeks. Now it's, maybe 4 or 5,000 people, but I'm so short-handed. It's going to be an absolute nightmare. What was the numbers on which card? The auto from the other day? Are we still talking about the same card, or are you asking about something else? Chukwuemanga. Martinez, Mayer, Sweeney. The Zavala or the Keone Cavaco? Or you want the numbers on the bottom? I mean, if it's a variation, it would say it up by the by the baseball. Hey, what do we got here? Why is this one just happen to be backwards? JC Correa, black, number 11 of 56 for Houston. For Houston, Eric, man, he'll like that one. Cool. Tyler Black. Johanski Noel Blue for Cleveland. 24 of 99. For Carl. So we got Topps Mini coming up next. 10:45. I'm psyched. I opened mine last night. Nothing spectacular. Although the three parallels were all numbered to 25, which was cool. That I got out of mine. I mean, if Bruhan ever becomes a player, it could be a cool card. But hopefully, we find something good in those boxes because it's all I got. So, oh boy, old Aaron Rodgers running for his life. Jeez, that was Fletcher Cox who got him. Fletcher Cox can barely move anymore. So next week we got Stadium Club coming out. That's a Friday release. So we'll have it on the weekend. We got plenty of Bowman next week. Bowman every day, of course. And then actually, I got some Mosaic first off the line that we're going to do on Thursday. So we have never, ever opened a first off the line product here. So I got a good deal on it. Figure, what the hell? Ezekiel Tovar, the sneaky Colorado Rockies for Bryce. Will they give Jordan Love a shot finally, John? He's been sitting on the bench for a couple of years now. Are they gonna? Is he ever gonna get a chance? My man Bryce, there you go, buddy. Oh, is it a flip stock? That's why it's numbered to 18 or whatever. Is it? It didn't feel like it. Huh. You sure about that? Let's see. I don't know. It doesn't feel like a flip stock, but I guess. I don't know. It doesn't feel any different. But hey, who cares, right? Numbered 18, it's cool. I guess it's, I don't know what maybe they're deciding what a flip stock is by just numbering it. Oh, you're talking about the flip stock is out of 25. You're talking about the autograph from the other night? Because that could be that's a possibility. But I don't know, whatever. That's the 18. What's out of 18? I don't remember seeing anything on the list for out of 18. For the Rawhide, Ryan Bliss. It's a cool card. Old Ryan Bliss. For the D-backs. Gold flip is numbered 18. Okay. Well, I guess that's what it is then. Like I said, it doesn't feel any different. It doesn't look any different than the other cards. That's why I'm kind of surprised they're calling it a flip stock. Or, I mean, that's what they're considering because it's exactly the same. Usually, like when you get a flip stock in, what's it called? The hell did they put flip stock in regular Heritage? You can you feel the difference, but whatever. Could be my dead grandma playing quarterback for all I care. The guy's worth the money. Yeah, he does seem like he's a pain in the ass. He seems like he's getting crazier as the years go on too, like a little nuttier. Tiger's coming back to play again, huh, man? This dude's got 9 lives. Tell you what. Benny Johanski and Curtis Mead. Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't remember reading that, but hey, that's what it is. That's what it is. I don't know. I read so many checklists and stuff. They do tend to run together sometimes. I usually take notes on the paper, like especially on a new release. I'll read the checklist, read the description, all that. Especially if I haven't opened any, and I always take notes on like the super short prints and all that type of stuff, and put it on the bottom of the sheet of paper that I work off of, just for reference. But usually, what ends up happening is after the first break, when I do that, I forget to do it. So then I always have to go back and shuffle through my papers to find it. Usually after a couple breaks, I have it all committed to memory anyway. Jackson Merrill, this kid's really good. I like this kid a lot. Henry Davis. Yeah, it was slow. We have a big one here next weekend. I'm trying to, I guess, I don't know. Rich isn't here. Rich hasn't been around much the past few weeks. He must be busy, but 84 of 99 on the Eduardo Vaughn for the Red Sox. The Philly show or the East Coast card show, depending on what you call it, is next weekend. I'm gonna be interested to see what the turnout's like. I mean, it'll be big. It's a huge show, so I mean, they're always busy, but it got so busy right after. Well, once when the pandemic started to calm down and people were actually starting to go outside. They do it 3 times a year, and it got so bad the last like 2 that they did at the hotel. They used to do them at the Divorge Convention Center, which is like a hotel and casino. And they have a pretty decent sized convention center. But I would say for a card show, it can maybe comfortably hold like maybe 8,000, 9,000 people. And the last two they had there before they moved it, there had to be like 15,000 people crammed in there. You couldn't even move. So now they moved it to this Oaks Convention Center, which is a lot bigger. It can hold, who knows how many, 50,000 people or whatever. But now things have slowed down a little bit. So I'll be interested to see how it looks this time. Polanco, the Jupiter Hammerheads, a.k.a. the Miami Marlins. My man Lex. There you go, buddy. Any with it being slower, did you get any good deals, John? Or see anything worth going after? In Green Bay on the 10th. Yeah. I always kind of wonder why they've always done this show. Like I said, this show's been around forever, and it is a very big show. I mean, other than the National, which is obviously much larger than that, I personally haven't been to a bigger show other than the National. This is a lot of people, a lot of vendors, all the grading companies are there, like everybody you can imagine. All the big corporate people are there and stuff like that. I always wonder why they do it in December, though. Like, it always seems like an odd month that with the holidays and stuff, that it'd be better to do something in like January. Like, I always think it would kind of, but I guess for gift buying, who knows? What do I know? I didn't go to the last one. I was so busy. You have to try and at least make Saturday this week. That's Rich and I have talked about before. That's where he gets his autographs. They do huge autograph signings there, like every day, just dozens and dozens of different people they parade through there. And when it was in the Valley Forge Convention Center, that was part of the problem too, was that they get these lines for the autograph signings and it kind of run onto the floor and just like a huge traffic jam in the middle of it, 83, Gwen rookie, Puckett rookie for 15. Last one here was November 10th. For the year, yeah. I think I was mentioning the other day, I picked up stuff on Black Friday at Target, which is at this mall where I grew up called the Springfield Mall, and it's not a big mall at all. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a decent mall, but it's tiny, as far as malls go. There's a Pacheco blue auto for the Tigers. Number 76 of 99. Nice one there for Detroit. Michael, here you go, buddy. And they for a long time have had quote unquote card shows there. And they're like the most pathetic thing you've ever seen. Like, they've probably been doing it for, I'd say, at least like 7 or 8 years. They do it maybe 3 times a year or something like that. And I mean, it is like the same 4 guys who are there as vendors selling the same crap every time. And even like when things were really crazy a year or two ago, like they had one and I went because I was like, well, maybe it'll be a lot bigger. I went in, it was still like the same 4 guys selling the same crap. Selling all this old like 80s stuff that nobody wants. Acosta, Campos, and Mayer. Now, I haven't been to one recently, so who knows? It could have upgraded since then, but. Righty. Box number 4. Uh-oh. What happened? People in my house are yelling. Something good? Yeah, that would be good. So it sucks when I use my phone. I'm always like a play behind. the rest of the house. So I get a warning from my son or my wife before I know what happens. I hear him yelling. I'm like, oh, I look over and they score a touchdown. Can't remember the color. Oh, Puckett, you're talking about. And for Cincinnati, Matt McLean, blue auto, 20 and 99. Nice one there. Michael, you go, buddy. All right, so I found the funniest thing yesterday. So I think I mentioned to you guys earlier in the week or whatever. I'm like cleaning my basement because, and it's because of my son. My son's business, his vintage clothing business, which he's doing very well with. He basically took over my basement, and it's hard to work as my son is. He's not very organized. The place looked like a bomb went off down there, and my wife and I just couldn't take it anymore. And I literally have spent 4 days trying to put this basement back together. It's still not done yet. Just, I mean, there's literally like thousands of pieces of clothes in my basement. It looks like something out of hoarding, you know? So we had this huge closet that like runs the length of our basement, and it's all filled with toys from when my kid was little, you know, and just been sitting there for years now. So the thought was, all right, let's clear out this closet and we can get bins and, get all your clothes sorted and put together the way the t-shirts with t-shirts and this and that, put them in clear bins and put them in this closet. And, the closet runs the length. Hey, look at that. You didn't, one wasn't enough. Have two. Polanco autos for Miami. And we could fit we could fit a lot of bins in there. And we did, but anyway, I was cleaning out and I found my fake ID from when I was like 18 years old in a bin down there. I swear, I wish I had it here now to show you guys my fake ID from when I was 18 years old. I had this fake ID. It worked everywhere. I never had a problem with it once. I used it till I turned 21. I literally got in bars in every state I went to, every country I went to. Nobody questioned, nobody stopped me, nobody. And I looked, this thing is like, if you pulled this out as an ID right now, people would like laugh at you. I can't believe what passed for IDs back in like the late 80s and early 90s. Like, it literally looks like someone typed up my name and address on a piece of paper, stuck my picture next to it, and laminated. And I think I told you guys a story months ago. My son has a fake ID. And the way I found it out was he went to a concert. Now, my son's 17. He's about to turn 18, right? He went to a concert a couple months ago and he lost his wallet. And it was a big deal. He called me, blah, blah, blah. My wallet's gone, this and that. We had to, shut off his card and this and that and make sure everything was, get him a new license, the whole thing. Well, like 3 weeks later, his wallet showed up in the mail. Someone found it and they mailed it to us. I mean, what a hell of a guy, right? But on the envelope, and I swear to God, the second I saw this, I knew what it was. On the envelope, it had my son's name, but my wife's last name, not my last name, which, is what he goes by. And the second I saw it, I just knew. So I open it up, the wallet's in there. I take out the wallet, and lo and behold, there's his ID, and then there's a fake ID, which everything on the fake ID is real except his age and his last name is different. It's my wife's maiden name. So, but I was looking, and it is impressive, the ID. And I asked my son where he got it, and he's like, "Oh, some guys at school do them, this and that, whatever." I was like, "What did it cost you?" Because it's like $100. He gave me two of them. I got to be honest. I looked at it. I was like, "Wow, this is a nice fake ID." Like, it looked pretty real. Then I found mine, and I was like, I can't believe anyone ever let me into a bar with this back in the day. It's so pathetic. And I got mine in Boston when I was a freshman in culinary school. There was a studio. It's so funny. I don't know if anybody else out there knows the place I'm talking about because it was very popular up there. There was this place that was called Tremont Studios in Boston, and when you walked up to it, it looked like a photo studio. Like they had pictures of like weddings and stuff in the window. You know how like those places look, and then you went in, and all it was IDs as far as the eye could see. Like any state you could get the different services. You get an army ID, you get whatever. That's all they did there was sell fake IDs. And everyone who was in college, like in Boston and Rhode Island, that's where they went. And I look back now and I think, like, how the hell did anybody accept this? All right, last pack. We have another auto coming. Niza dealing Lyle. No, well, we also, I don't know if any of you guys know this too. So I went to culinary school in Providence, Rhode Island, right? I went to Johnson Wales. And we used to have a thing in Providence where you'd sign a book. I don't know if anybody else remembers this or if any other states had it. And I don't know if it was just a Rhode Island thing, to be honest with you. But they literally had what was called an affidavit book at the bar, like at the front door. And you would go up. Now, granted, you got to remember, Providence is a college town. It's all college students. So they're not dumb. They need to make their money, you know. But if you didn't have your ID, they just go sign the book. And you'd be like, what? And it was this little, it looked like a receipt book, and you'd sign your name. And the theory behind it, or the thought at the time was, if the cops came and busted it and you signed the book, they weren't responsible, that you were underage. Like, I don't know how that worked, but that's what they did up there. It was so weird. Like, I don't know if that was legit or not. So anyway, all right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us this evening. As always, I couldn't do this without you, and I truly appreciate it. This will be our last on the Heritage Minor League, but if you're not in any of our other breaks tonight, we'll be back Thursday, Saturday, Sunday next week. Stadium Club will be new and all kinds of other fun stuff. So if you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you. Otherwise, please stay safe and stay healthy out there. And let's do a quick hit recap. 2022 Topps Heritage Minor League, third case break number 3. We have Blues of Noel and Vaughn to 99, JC Correa Black to 50, and the flip stock Keone Cavaco Gold to 18. That it is a cool card, but there you go, flip stock Keone Cavaco. Autographs of Aaron Zavala, Luis Gonzalez, Ezekiel Tovar, Ryan Bliss. We had 2 Polanco's, and then Matt McLean for Cincinnati, blue to 99, and Isaac Pacheco, blue to 99, also for the Tigers. We went to little dive bars and there. Well, yeah, that. But see, in Providence, and it still is, I guess. I mean, I know Providence is a lot different now than when I lived there, but it is all colleges there. Like, literally make up more than half the population of the city do the colleges. So I guess they had to have a way to kind of get around it, but we never really had a problem either. But I'll tell you what's funny. When I got my fake ID in Boston that day, me and a bunch of buddies went up there and got it. We did the whole thing, paid whatever. We walked down the street. We stopped at a pizza place to get dinner. We ordered a couple pizzas and a couple pitchers of beer. And the woman looked at us. She goes, "You're all 18, right?" And we're like, "Yeah," which of course we were. We were in college. She's like, "Okay." She didn't even know the drinking age was 21. So, like, you're just like, okay, well, so much for these fake IDs we just bought. Anyway, all right, guys, again, thanks so much for joining me. We'll be back in about 5 minutes with Topps Mini. Have a good one. Bye.